But my dad really works at NASA?
Oh, yes, I do.
A single teacher's dismissive laugh nearly shattered a young boy's confidence, but the truth was about to walk through the door wearing a NASA badge. At Greenwood Elementary in Arizona, the air in Mrs. Sterling's third-grade classroom smelled faintly of glue and crayon, thick with the excitement of career week. Children sat cross-legged on the rug, eyes wide as parents paraded in with stethoscopes and hard hats. For 8-year-old Leo Banks, today was the most important day of the year. Small yet remarkably sharp, Leo had been bouncing in his seat all morning, waiting for his turn. When the teacher, Mr. Harrison, asked the students to share what their parents did for a living, Leo stood tall. "My dad," he announced, chest swelling with pride, "is an aerospace engineer at NASA." The room didn't fall into respectful silence. A few kids snickered and one whispered, "Yeah, right." But the sting came from the front. Mr. Harrison, a man in his 40s with a penchant for tucked-in polos and a cynical edge, let out a low, mocking chuckle. "NASA, Leo?" he asked, raising a skeptical eyebrow. "That's quite a fantasy. Maybe next time we should try to be a bit more realistic." "Have you ever shared your truth, only to have authority treat it like a joke?" Leo's smile vanished. He stared at his sneakers, fingers curling into tight fists as the class giggled. Mr. Harrison moved on, leaving Leo to shrink into the carpet. "Hit like if you've felt that sting, and stay with us. Leo's moment of vindication is coming." What Mr. Harrison didn't realize was that Leo wasn't exaggerating. Days earlier, Leo had been in the garage with his father, Dr. Elias Banks, helping sort through mountains of circuitry. The air smelled of solder and machine oil, illuminated by the cool blue glow of computer monitors and the faint, steady hum of a server. Elias was a man who spoke softly but commanded presence. He spent his days designing communication relays for Mars rovers, yet he always found time to explain the hardest concepts to his son. "It's like texting someone with the world's worst Wi-Fi," Elias had joked, explaining the 20-minute delay from the red planet. Leo had been excited to share this world with his class. He'd even asked to take a folder of NASA diagrams, but his father had given him better advice. "You don't need the folder, Leo. You only need your voice. If they don't believe you, that's their problem, not yours. The truth doesn't need applause." But standing in that classroom, those words felt far away. Leo watched other parents, a firefighter, a baker, a mechanic, receive cheers, while he sat in silence, trying to become invisible. At lunch, he barely touched his sandwich. The excitement he'd practiced in front of the bathroom mirror had collapsed into a heavy weight of embarrassment. How many times has a child's dream been dimmed because an adult didn't think it was realistic? Leo even crumpled the drawing he made of his dad into his backpack. If you've ever had someone doubt your truth, subscribe to Toss Stories. Leo's proof is about to arrive. The final hour arrived. The classroom buzzed with every parent who walked through the door. Leo sat with sweaty palms, knees bouncing. Each new adult entering made him hold his breath. What if his dad got stuck at the lab? What if Mr. Harrison had been right to doubt him? Mr. Harrison stood by the door, clipboard in hand, cracking safe little jokes. He glanced at Leo, noticing the flicker of a light he dimmed earlier, but he didn't apologize. His control was intact until the door swung open without warning. The chatter died instantly. Standing there was a man in a sharp navy blazer and crisp slacks, but it was the object clipped to his pocket that drew every eye, a genuine, high-security NASA badge. Dr. Elias Banks scanned the room until his eyes landed on his son. Leo shot upright so fast his chair screeched. Elias didn't need to shout. He gave a calm, steady nod. "Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Banks. I designed the systems that let us talk to robots on other planets." The silence was deafening. If you love seeing a know-it-all proven wrong, hit like and stay for the confrontation. The room froze. Leo's doubt evaporated instantly. Mr. Harrison blinked, his mouth parting slightly, eyes flicking between the NASA badge and the man before him. Dr. Banks walked to the front, measured and calm. He didn't need flashy props. A slideshow projected the Mars Relay Project, showing how satellites in deep orbit stay connected to Earth. "Spacecraft need phones to call home," he said. "My team builds the phones." Children leaned in, firing questions about space iPhones. Leo sat taller than he had all year, watching his father command the room with the very expertise Mr. Harrison had mocked. Dr. Banks paused, his voice steady but sharp. I heard earlier that some people think working at NASA is unrealistic. He let the words hang in the air for a long, uncomfortable beat. I suppose some people just have a very small definition of what's possible. Mr. Harrison's face flushed a deep crimson as he stared at his shoes. The truth had landed like a rocket. Have you ever watched someone's arrogance collapse without a single word? Don't forget to subscribe. Leo's lesson isn't over yet. The classroom stayed silent. Mr. Harrison's grip on his clipboard whitened his knuckles. The children weren't looking at him for leadership anymore. They were looking at Leo, chin high, shoulders relaxed. Thank you, Dr. Banks, Mr. Harrison managed, his voice thin and hollow. Elias walked toward the door, pausing beside the teacher. I hope your students always feel heard, he said softly, especially the ones who dream big. Once the room emptied, Mr. Harrison approached Leo's desk. Leo, he started. I may have jumped the gun earlier. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have laughed. Leo looked up, calm and confident. You didn't think it was possible, but it wasn't a fantasy. That's really my dad. That evening, under an orange Arizona sky, Leo sat with his father. He only laughed because his world is small, Elias said. Don't ever shrink your truth to fit into someone else's box. Leo nodded, understanding now. The truth doesn't need permission. It just needs courage. From the other side of silence, toss stories, where real voices rise and truth finds its echo. Like, subscribe and share. Other people's limits don't define your path. Keep showing up, because the stars don't care if people believe in them. They just keep on shining.